Hi, I'm Tom Dowell from Hulbert Piano. In the village where I live, there are many signs about parking. For example, this sign tells me that it's 2 hours parking from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., except for Sundays and holidays. This sign is the same, but here parking is prohibited between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. on even-numbered days. Other signs tell us that no one can park on the street between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. unless you have a permit. See, these signs serve to regulate the parking that's in the village. If you go outside of those regulations, you can expect to find a little white ticket. But if you follow the regulations, things will go much more smoothly and you shouldn't have any problems. Pianos also need to be regulated. When we use the term regulate regarding pianos, it has the idea of controlling and adjusting the piano's moving parts. Whether you're talking about a piano regulation or a parking regulation, the meanings share the same root idea, which is to adjust by a rule, method, or control. And it comes from the original Latin word, which has the idea of a rule or a straight piece of wood, or to move in a straight line. If your piano is out of regulation, you won't get a ticket, but there will be consequences in the way your piano sounds and plays. This piano has a few notes that really need to be regulated. Notice I'll play the first note. This is regulated normally. Now notice this one. It has a very soft tone. These next two, we get some kind of strange noises. And then normal. For most pianos, this happens slowly and with use, so sometimes it's hard to recognize when your piano is out of regulation. However, a well-regulated piano can make a huge difference in how your piano feels and sounds. I like to think of a well-regulated piano like a well-built set of stairs. When stairs are of a normal size and are consistent, it's easy to walk up and down them without thinking too much. However, if the steps are inconsistent in size, or the steps are uncomfortably small or large, it requires more effort. Likewise, the keys of the piano should all play in the normal range, a range that is easy for humans to play. Likewise, they should all start and stop at the same point. And when you play two notes with the same force, you should get about the same sound back. There shouldn't be largely louder or softer areas of the keyboard. So, what are the parameters that we can adjust to bring a piano into regulation? Well, we're going to take a look at this single note model and look at some of the different points that you can regulate on a grand piano. We have front key bushing friction, balance rail bushing friction, key height, key dip, jack position, repetition lever height, repetition lever spring strength, let off, drop screw height, hammer blow distance, checking distance, and damper timing from the key. You could also make a case that you should include whip and center friction, jack center friction, repetition lever center friction, hammer center friction as well. So that's just one note. If we multiply this one note by 88, we get well over 1,000 different points of adjustment. So how does a well-regulated piano feel to the player? Well, when a piano is in good regulation, it's easier to play softly. It's easier to create stronger fortes. Passages that seem difficult or trills become easier to play. Overall, everything is more consistent and easier to control. So hopefully now you have a better idea of what is meant by the term piano regulating and why it's so important for your piano. If you find that your piano is getting more difficult to play or it doesn't have the control that you thought it should, we at Hulbert Piano can help. We have the skills and expertise to help you get the most out of your piano and keep it in good regulation. I'm Tom Dowell from Hulbert Piano. Thanks for watching.